Hey guys, in today's video I am doing my first official cash envelope stuffing on camera, and not only will I be stuffing envelopes, but I'm also going to be walking you through my process in case this concept is new to you. So if you're interested in watching, make sure you stay tuned. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is OZELLA, and typically I create budgeting videos as well as videos sharing my debt-free journey. Me and my husband are working our way out of 6 figures worth of debt. And so through sharing my journey and my processes with you guys, I also give you guys tips that can help you manage your finances better. So if you enjoy content like that, or you want to follow our debt-free journey, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. If the cash envelope system concept is new to you, basically when it comes to the cash envelope system, you have cash envelopes and sinking funds. Now, a cash envelope is any expense that you have in any given month that you could potentially pay cash for. So instead of using your debit card, you're going to instead withdraw that money from your account and put it in different categories of envelopes. The cash envelope system is really good for people who have a hard time or who have a problem with overspending, because the whole concept is you don't spend more than you have in that envelope. When it comes to sinking funds, you use this in a similar way as the cash envelopes, but sinking funds are different from cash envelopes, and that sinking funds are really like little savings buckets. I like to think of them as savings buckets. You save for a certain expense over time, so this can be irregular expenses or your large purchases, or one-time expenses like Christmas is once a year. So instead of cash flowing Christmas in November, it's something that you will save up for months at a time, and then you will just keep contributing money to this envelope so that by the time this event gets here, you will have enough money in your envelope to go ahead and make that purchase. So that's the idea of sinking funds. But some of the things that makes this process go smoothly for me, I need my calculator. I use these little cash bill breakdown teller cards, and basically what I do is when I have to withdraw money from the bank, I will go ahead and write down how many of each denomination I need and what that total amount comes to. And this is just helpful because the bank just needs this card and they can give me the right bills. And then I have my cash envelopes. Now, I did make these myself, but I used a YouTube video, so I will link the video that I used. But these are clear envelopes, and then I just cut these little labels out. And I have trackers on the back. That way I can track all of my expenses and deposits that I make to each envelope. I like the clear design. I like this look. And then I have them attached to a Happy Planner extended ring bound system. And because I don't have a cover on the front and the back, sometimes these come off, but it goes back on easily. And the way I keep all the money in, I think you just saw, but I have a rubber band that I just attach to it. And that way I can turn it over and none of the money comes out. Of course, you're going to need your cash. And then I also use some trackers that help me out. So this is a cash bill breakdown. And basically how this works is you write the category down, whatever categories you are withdrawing money for that particular week, you're going to write them down. The amount, you're going to write that down as well. And then you're going to note how many of each bill you need for that particular amount. And then at the end, you will just total it up. So you'll total up how many ones you need, how many fives you need, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. And then that's when you go ahead and write those totals on your bill breakdown teller card. And I do have a little cash envelope sinking fund bundle pack linked in the description below. So feel free to check that out if you would like to follow my system. I also have a sinking funds tracker and a cash envelopes tracker. Now, what I've been doing is, since I have an erasable pen, I've been erasing my deposits and withdrawals and then just updating them like that. But I think I'm going to start using this at the end of the month and just doing one deposit, one withdrawal amount for the total amount of money that went in and the total amount of money that went out in August, and then track the ending balance. And so my ending balance for the sinking funds tracker for August will be my beginning balance or my starting balance for September. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. So I've already showed you guys how to use the cash bill breakdown, but this is what it looks like in action. So we're going to be working on the paychecks that my husband and I received on August 21st. And I break our paychecks up. So my husband's paychecks, all the expenses that he's going to be covering is up here. And then mine, you can see all I do is the challenge. And so pretty much what I do is I will just use my budget. So this is the budget for my husband. My husband normally covers our cash expenses and our sinking funds. So I'll just go over here and look at the budget, and I'll write down each category that we have to withdraw cash from. And then the only thing I do, so for the challenge, for the $40, I want to take out two 20s. For the Georgia trip, I want to take out a $100 bill and a $20 bill. So I continue on that same process down for all the categories. And then what I do is just I add it all up. So down here you can see I wrote Vic and I wrote 8/21. So I write the date that money is coming from, and then I wrote the total amount of money that we're taking out, and then I just went ahead and totaled up the amount of bills that we need. And then here I do the same thing. So when I go do my telecard, which I laminated this card, but I also printed out some regular sheets of paper of these telecards, because to erase these, this is permanent marker, and to erase it, to clean it up, I basically have to use alcohol, and I don't want to waste my alcohol. But anyway, I digress. So what I do is I write the total amount of the bills that I need, and then I add that total up, and for a grand total amount. This is so helpful for the teller, and I've gotten so many compliments, and I can't give myself that credit either, because that's another idea that I got off of YouTube. So yeah, so whoever invented this whole little system here, I really thank you, and I appreciate it because it's been so helpful. All right, guys, I just really gotta apologize if you guys can hear the TV in the background. It is morning, and my daughter just came down the stairs and turned the TV on. So I try to record my videos while they're asleep, but she's up now and she wants to watch TV down here. So if you can hear some background noise, I apologize. So I just like to kind of separate this out with a highlighter here. And then I'm going to use this to actually stuff my envelopes, and it's really simple. So I'm going to count it first to make sure that I have the 555 and 80. So I should have 635 altogether that came from the bank. 152, 253, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. And I got 635. Alright, so I'm just going to grab my envelopes, and then what I like to do is I like to check off. Every time I stuff the envelope, I'll go ahead and check it off, and I just use this and I stuff right in this order. But checking it off is helpful because sometimes I won't have an envelope for a specific category or a specific sinking fund, and I'll just put that money back in the bank teller envelope until I make an envelope for it, which you will see with this RN license. I don't have an envelope for this, so it'll be going back in the bank teller's envelope, but I'm not going to check it off because that's going to show me that I haven't budgeted that money into my envelope system. So the first one I'm doing is the challenge, which is 2 20s. And then the Georgia trip is going to be 120. And that's going to be a $100 bill and a $20 bill. And then birthday, which for birthday I normally just put it in gifts, and that is going to be $25. So I have a $20 bill and a $5 bill. And then for groceries, I'm going to do 3 50s. Then for my gas, it's going to be 30, which is a 20 and a 10. And then for my husband's gas is the same thing, a 20 and a 10. Then car maintenance is going to get 100, which is going to be these 2 50s here. The RN license, 2040, which I'm going to put right back in here because I don't have an envelope for that one. And then family fun is going to get 20. And family fun is one that I've been using a sinking fund envelope for, but this is actually going to turn into a cash envelope because this is something that we spend money out of each and every month, and we're not really saving for a particular goal. We don't have a goal amount that we want in this envelope, so this is actually going to be a cash envelope, not a sinking fund. But the next one is my challenge money, so that should be 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. Alright, so after I stuff the envelopes, what I do is I go ahead and fill out my trackers here at the back. So I just got done filling out all of my trackers for the envelopes that I stuffed today, and I just wanted to use this one as an example. So normally what I do, or I try to do, is write in when I make a deposit, I will write budgeted, because normally that money is coming from budgeted. But if it came from like another envelope or like a rollover from another envelope, I would just write rollover, and then I would write a dash and write where that money came from, so which envelope it came from. And then when I make a withdrawal, so right here I took out $80. I had to add $80 to go towards my AC repair, so I just took that money from here. And what I like to do is I put that one in parentheses, because that shows me that it was an actual withdrawal. If you wanted to, you can put a plus or a minus next to each figure, each amount, to kind of let you know whether that was a deposit or a withdrawal. And then I just go ahead and do the balances each time. And so that's what I do for each of my cash envelopes that I use. So this is the exact steps that I take each and every time we have to stuff envelopes, and I have figured out how to streamline this process in a way that's understandable for my husband and I, and it's not too time consuming. So I hope that you've gained some tips that can help you streamline your own process as well. And like I said, there is a link in the description if you want to check out my cash envelope system that I have, the bundle that I created for you guys. You can click that link in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel because like I said, I do budgeting videos, so I'll show you guys my real figures, my real numbers, and I walk you through my debt-free journey. So come join the family. I'm inviting you in. Let's support each other and hold each other accountable to get our finances under control. So until next time, guys, bye.